The backlash against trans swimmer Lia Thomas is even bigger than we previously thought. A report in the dailymail.com says her teammates at the University of Pennsylvania were actually considering boycotting the final competition of the season, but finally they decided against it. What made them change the decision? Well, the Daily Mail cites a source close to the team, and I quote, "They have been both ignored by both Penn and the NCAA, and there is a feeling among some of the girls that they should make some sort of statement, seize the opportunity while they have a spotlight on them to make their feelings about the issue known." Joining us now is Clay Travis, the founder of OutKick.com. Clay, the swimmers who considered that boycott at their last home meet, the reason they decided against it was for fear that they would be labeled transphobic and be banned from the Ivy League championship. So, with the threat of backlash and even a championship ban looming, the question is, is the university and NCAA effectively silencing these players who are being eclipsed by Thomas's advantages and success?
Yes. Thank you for having me. Happy New Year early to everyone out there. That's exactly what's going on. We had two of these women anonymously reach out to OutKick and speak to us earlier this month. And they said they would love to be able to go public and talk about what a ridiculous situation this is, where we have a biological man, not just a biological man who was a good enough swimmer for Pennsylvania, UPenn there, to swim for 3 years for the men's team before deciding to become a woman, switching over to the women's team and becoming potentially the greatest women's swimmer, according to NCAA rulebook and regulations, in the history of college athletics competition. And almost all women, really, in college athletics know that this is wrong. But in particular, women who are in the Ivy League, and frankly, even their parents, are terrified of the culture of fear that exists. If you come out and say that you disagree with this, what does it mean to their future employment prospects? These girls are not going to be able to go pro as swimmers. They have to find jobs. A lot of them want to go to grad school. They're very successful academically, and they don't feel like they can share their opinion without a censorious universe coming down upon them, the mob online, trying to destroy their future professional prospects, because they actually have the courage to say what almost everyone believes is true. Men and women should not be competing against each other in women's sports.
Yeah, I mean, and this truly doesn't have anything to do with being transphobic. I mean, it's just about wanting to have a fair game and a fair outcome. And obviously, Lia has an advantage. Parents of one of the swimmers tells the dailymail.com, quote, "If it were me, I'd step up with a sign on my chest stating something like, 'NCAA, speak up, we need answers.' But it's possible the swimmers may end up doing nothing because they are so afraid to be perceived as transphobic." Let's look at some of Thomas's best swimming times versus the women's NCAA record holders, okay? So look at, for example, because there's a lot of numbers that we're about to put up on your screen. Look at Thomas's best time for the 500 freestyle. She got 4 minutes, 34 seconds there. Compare that to when she was on the men's team. She came in at 4 minutes and 18 seconds. So she is not as strong of a swimmer as a trans woman than she was as a man, if that makes sense. If you compare her times to the NCAA women's swimming records, she, in fact, is not as fast as Katie Ledecky, who swam it at 4 minutes and 24 seconds. So she's not making NCAA women's records, but she is beating the Ivy League record, and that is what is affecting these women. They are swimming among Ivy Leaguers, and she has broken that record, and so they believe the reason why she has broken the record is because she's a trans female. Do they have an argument, and do you think the NCAA is going to hear them out, or is the university just going to press forward and try to dust this under the rug, if you will?
What happens every single time a story like this emerges is they pretend that it doesn't exist. The NCAA is not going to issue any statement at all. The vast majority of people involved in women's athletics, people who are supposedly ardent feminists, people who are supposedly huge proponents of Title IX, are going to say nothing. Yes, these women all have 100% a strong case. And let me make this clear.
Right.
We do this all the time in the world of sports. If you're 18 years old, you don't get to play Little League Baseball, right? If you are a flyweight and boxer, you don't get to fight against a heavyweight. When you actually look at the data here, we always divide and
Right.
conquer when it comes to competition based on age, based on sex,
Okay.
based on size of school. This is not uncommon
We're
in
out
the
of
world
time.
at all.
We're out of time, but I really want to get to the story that we teased earlier before the break about the reigning NFL MVP and Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers, who's slamming the NFL's vaccination policy, saying that the league has created a two-class system for the vaccinated and the unvaccinated. What's your take on this?
He's 100% right. The goal here with the NFL was they bought into COVID zero. The idea that if you got vaccinated, COVID was going to go away. It was going to be like smallpox. We were never going to talk about it again. The reality has been the difference between players testing positive, vaccinated and unvaccinated, never made any sense. The NFL now has essentially acknowledged that all of that was wrong. The policy they put in place never made any sense. All the unvaccinated players who were unfairly maligned in the NFL are now being treated essentially the same as the vaccinated players. And the NFL has had to change all policies because everybody's testing positive and they want those players to be able to play because they're healthy. They're not in any danger at all.
Okay. All right. Clay Travis, thank you very much for talking to us. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year as well. Thank you all.